Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about my new hydraulic motorcycle carrier called a switch hauler. It's made by All Jacked Up. Can haul 330 pounds on a class 3 or 4 hitch receiver. And while it looks like some other models on Amazon, this one's different. The carriage can be removed quickly and stowed away in case you need to park in a tight spot and need to decrease the total vehicle length. And this system works real well if you have a Chevy Express cargo van, as the brake and turn signals are mounted high. When the bike is unloaded, you can still open the rear doors completely, and when the bike is loaded, but in the down position, you can still open the doors slightly. Just in case you guys are wondering, that is the sound of my aquarium. It needs more water. At about $500, which is a little over what I wanted to pay, but it's well worth it, and I'll go over that in this video. So it arrived in this cardboard box, packed safely with plenty of styrofoam and warnings. Did come with a color installation manual. All the parts were vacuum sealed onto a piece of cardboard. This is the lifting mechanism. It slides right into the receiver. This is the drop-down extension plate. It drops the carriage down 3 1/4 inches. Makes it easier to load the bike. This is the carriage itself. Pretty sturdy. Has rubber on the top. All smooth edges. The jack lifting bar slides into this hole and gets held down by that little magnet. Unlike other products on the internet, the hardware on this one isn't cheap. Everything's grade 8, zinc coated to resist corrosion, and there are nylon washers between all the moving parts. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to mount this to a receiver. Mine is a class 4, rated to hold 1,000 pounds and tow 10,000 pounds. Gonna want to remove all the hardware from the vacuum sealed packaging. Slide the lift mechanism into the receiver. Put in the stabilizing bolt. Prevents the carrier from moving while you're going over bumps. I accidentally skipped over the drop-down extension and went right to mounting the carriage onto it. Just keep in mind that it may make the installation easier if you mount the carriage on the drop-down extension beforehand. The manufacturer states that it can hold 330 pounds, but assured me that it can handle a much higher load than advertised. And this is what it looks like attached to my van. Some pretty good clearance between the ground and the bike. It looks like a really high quality unit. Proper labels, warnings everywhere, and even retroflective tape all around the carriage. Okay, now we're going to load the bike, which can be done easily with one person. Want to remove the locking bolts and drop down the carriage. Slide the bike over. In most cases, you could just ride right to the carriage. Drop down the peg retainers and jack up the bike all the way. Then you could put all the hardware on the peg retainers once it's up. Put the safety bolts back on to the lifting mechanism and strap the front end of the bike. Carriage does have holes to hook a ratchet strap to, which is pretty nice. And then just get rid of the excess strap, and that's it. You're good to go. Got plenty of space between the wheels of the bike and the ground, causing no concern if you're going to be going off-roading or up any steep hills. And for the most part, the brake lights and turn signals are unobstructed. When the carriage is in the down position, you can open the door a little bit, but you would need to remove the bike completely. Minimal shaking, movement. It's mostly the suspension of the van. As you can see here in the video, it's a pretty rough road, and the bike does move a little bit, but no cause for concern at all. I almost forgot to mention that my van is outfitted with a Hellwig rear anti-sway bar. And the bike is no wider than the van, as you can see here. Those are the side mirrors, and you could barely see the wheels in these clips. Some big potholes. And this scene I go over some mud. It's definitely rough roads, but no cause for concern. Bringing the bike down is just as easy as putting it on. Remove the strap. Remove the two safety bolts holding the lift mechanism. Loosen the footpeg hardware. Drop down the kickstand. And then drop down the jack itself, nice and slow. And depending on how level the ground is, you may have to finagle the bike a little bit. But in most cases, you can just ride off.